Hello students! In our previous video, we learned that pair of linear equations can be represented as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 in its standard form. In this video, we shall explore how to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables using graphical method. Recall that graph of one linear equation is always a straight line. So, the graph of pair of linear equations will have two straight lines representing these two equations. Students, note that the point at which both the lines intersect, the coordinates of this point, that is the ordered pair, will be the solution for this pair of equations. Remember that these straight lines must be considered together or simultaneously, that is, as a pair to get their solutions, which means plot these lines on the same graph paper. Let us understand this method with the help of one example. 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz using graphical method. Students, here we are asked to find out number of girls and boys. So let us assume their numbers as variables. Say number of girls in class 10 taking part in mathematics quiz bx and number of boys by. Now as per the given conditions in our example, make the equations. The first condition is total number of students is 10. Therefore, the first equation will be x plus y is equal to 10. The second condition is number of girls is 4 more than number of boys. Thus, the difference between number of boys and girls is 4. That is x minus y is equal to 4, which is our equation 2. As you already know how to make graph of a given equation, for that we have to first get ordered pairs. For this, let us assume certain values of x and substitute them in equation, and we will get the corresponding values of y. These values of x and y are nothing but coordinates of the points. Let us consider equation 1, x plus y is equal to 10, and find out the coordinates of points a, b and c through it. If we assume x equal to 0 and put in equation, on solving we get y equal to 10. Similarly, if we assume x as 5, on solving we get y as 5. And if we assume x as 10, on solving we get y equal to 0. So therefore, coordinates of point A are 0, 10, for point B are 5, 5, and point C are 10, 0. Similarly, for second equation, x minus 5 equal to 4, let us assume different values of x and put them in equation to get the corresponding values of y. On doing that, we get coordinates of 3 points, say P, Q, R as minus 2, minus 6, for Q 6, 2 and R as 8, 4. Remember students, choice of values of x is random as per the convenience. And also you can take as many values of x as you want, but minimum of 2 has to be there. Do you know why? Yes, you are right. It is because to draw a line, we require minimum of 2 points. And since graph of linear equation is a straight line, we select at least 2 values of x. Now students, as you can see, we have got the ordered pairs for both the equations. Let us now plot them on same graph paper. First, plot the points A, B and C of equation x plus y. For that, plot point A by taking 0 on x-axis as x-coordinate and 10 as y-coordinate on y-axis. Similarly, plot point B by taking 5 on x-axis and 5 on y-axis, and C by taking 10 on x-axis and 0 on y-axis. Now join these points and observe the graph. We get a straight line. Similarly, plot all the points, that is P, Q and R, for the second equation by taking their proper coordinates on x-axis and y-axis. Again, join all these points and get the second line on the same graph paper. We will again get a straight line. Now observe these two lines. What do you find? We find that both lines intersect each other at a unique or a single point. And this point of intersection is our solution. That is, the coordinates of this point of intersection 7, 3 are the required values of x and y. Both these values of variables will satisfy both our equations simultaneously. So we get x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 3. That is, the number of girls taking part in mathematics quiz are 7 and number of boys taking part are 3, respectively. We can also verify this by putting them back in the equation. Substitute x equal to 7 and y equal to 3 on the left-hand side of the equations and solve them further. We find that RHS becomes equal to LHS. So we can say that values of x and y satisfy our equations and are required solutions. Let us understand this better by our second example. Can you plot the graph of following pairs of equations and find its solution? The given equations are 2x plus 3y is equal to 18 and 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 6. Now, as you know, the first step is to find out the coordinates of points that we want to plot on graph paper for both these equations. So take equation 1, 2x plus 3y equal to 18. Assume some values of x and put it in equation and solve for y. We find that on assuming x as minus 3, we get y as 8. On assuming x as 0, we get y as 6. And assuming x as 3, we get y as 4. So we get coordinates of 3 points A, B and C as minus 3, 8, 0, 6 and 3, 4 respectively. Similarly, for equation 2, 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 6. Assume certain values of x and solve it to get the corresponding values of y. On doing that, we get coordinates of point P, Q and R as minus 3, 0, 0, 2 and 3, 4 respectively. Now plot these coordinates of points A, B, C of equation 1 and points P, Q, R of equation 2 on the same graph paper and observe the lines obtained after joining them. We find that both these lines intersect at a unique point or a common point. The coordinates of this point 3 and 4 are the required solutions of our equations. As we know that first coordinate is the value of x and second coordinate is the value of y, we have x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4. So from here, we observe that a pair of linear equations or system of linear equations whose graphs, that is lines, intersect at a unique point, that is one and only one point, is called a consistent pair of linear equation in two variables. Can you recall what we learnt about consistent pair in our previous video? We saw that when a system of linear equation has a unique solution, the system is said to be a consistent system. Thus, the graph of such pair will be two lines intersecting at a unique point, which will be a unique solution to the given pair. Here we find that in first case 7, 3 is a unique solution, and in second case 3, 4 is the unique solution for both our pairs of equations. But what if both pairs have infinite solutions? Or what if they have no solution? Is it possible to have a graph of such pair? Or is it possible to identify from the graph about such pairs? We will see it in our next video.